Will this show up? Let's see. Oh, is it not going to show up? Properties. Oh, man. It's annoying. I thought I had my chat set up so we could show it on stream. I guess I still need to work on that. Hey guys, we'll get started in a second. How did I not set that up correctly? What the heck? Okay guys, yeah, we'll get started here in a second. Oh no, actually, I think that's fine. Actually, I think I know what's going on. Oh, it's set up for YouTube, and I have literally no one. I have no one on YouTube right now. Oh my gosh, where is everyone? All right, let some people get in here, and then we'll get started, guys. Guys, we got a new intro for the streams. Are you ready? New intro for the streams. Give me a second. Let me actually close this window. It's freezing in here. All right. Oh, it's still not working. Weird. Okay. Yo, what's going on, guys? We're gonna get started here in a second. Okay. Is there a storm next week? Maybe. We'll take a look at the latest models. This is not gonna be a long stream. It's gonna be like a 25-minute stream because I gotta go celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. But I'm going to get in here. I'm going to wait like 2 more minutes. We're going to get started. I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can. This is the latest snow expectations for the storm. What you're looking at right here is the latest from the National Weather Service. The latest expected snow totals. Tim, Lego, what is poppin'? I'm like, oh, I was excited to show the new intro for the channel, and this is the least amount of people I've ever had in stream. Usually it kicks up pretty quick. Oh, wait, one more second, then we'll get started. One more second, then we'll get started. Let me put this on. I guess some people are still at work. What's the realistic snow totals for 40 minutes north of Atlanta? Well, you can see it right here. You can see it right here. Expected snow totals up there, 2 to 4 inches. I just got my radio control truck fixed. I cannot wait to run it in the snow. I can do 40 miles per hour and can jump off ramps. That's pretty cool. Could it still go up? Could the total still go up? Yeah, the storm is developing right now. Let's take a look at the latest from the HRRR, actually. We're going to get started here in just a second, guys. Oh my gosh. Look at the dry slot the HRRR gives. This is exactly... If what I said happens, oh my gosh. This is exactly the area I was talking about that I thought the dry slot would occur in. Not here. Who was in my stream yesterday? I actually don't think we're not going to get snow in this area. I think the HRRR is tripping here. I think we're going to get some snow in here. But, yeah, that's exactly where I circled. Here's Raleigh, Durham, and then the region out here. Yep. Okay. I think... Listen, the National Weather Service still gives you snow there for a reason. Because the National Weather Service isn't just looking at the HRRR. Let's take a look at the NAM 3K as well. Let's take a look at the NAM 3K as well. Look at the NAM 3K. This is why it's like, what do you look at, right? Within 12 hours, they say to look at the HRRR. Maybe you could say we're 18 hours from when you're getting heavy snow there. Man, probably not that much. So let's take a look here. Okay, how many people do we have in here? 230 over on TikTok. A strong 17. A strong 17 on YouTube. I appreciate all you being in here. Okay, so the NAM 3K also sees a dry slot, same area that I was talking about right here. But notice you get snow there still. I think that's more realistic because this snow that's dropping out here is going to be moving to the east. You're going to probably get snow from that, just maybe not as much in the beginning. Now, this dry slot could still relocate. It's very weird what dry air does right before, like in the 8-hour run up to the storm. Yeah, Blueberry. That's what we're talking about, Blueberry Farmer. But look at the NAM. It doesn't have that enhanced dry slot there. You take a look at the Euro. It doesn't. Now, they all have it in the spot I've been telling you guys for 2 days that I thought it was going to occur out here. Every model and its grandma kept saying we were going to dry slot over Charlotte. I didn't believe it for a second. It's out to the east. It only made sense. Only made sense. Our low is very far off the coast out here. I don't know why we're seeing it, why it was seeing dry air being pulled right here. You typically would have it pull into the middle between the low, between your moisture. So I still think it's going to be there. I don't think it's going to be the HRRR. I don't think we're going to get 0 snow. I think this run of the HRRR is wild. I don't think that's going to happen, guys. Let's take a look at the 21Z. Okay, it's not loaded out enough. Hey, guys, should I roll the new intro? Should I roll the new intro? Oh, wait, let me make sure some of my mods are in here. Give me a second. We're going to roll the new intro, and then I'm going to speed answer as many questions as I can because I can't be on for very long today. This is a very short stream for me. Like I said, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Celebrating my mother-in-law's birthday. But I'll be back on streaming tomorrow and posting tomorrow and updating my Discord. Let me make sure the mods are in here. Could someone tell? Here, I'll say. Oh, did someone say he's live? Okay, yeah. Of course. Of course. Cantori. Hey, Ollie. All right. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for this? I hope it's not too loud. Tell me in chat if it's too loud, okay? Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Ow. A lot of Twisty Boys. Why did I have to take 45 seconds to show you a picture and say Twisty Boys? Mental disorder.
We look a lot at the moon.
There it is. They look at the moon for our winter forecast. We've had 4 or 5 wiener wrist zones this week. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Daddy needs some coffee. And we're live. Okay. All right, let's run it back. Okay, let's go again. Wow. Just kidding. That was pretty cool, huh? That's right. When I tell you guys I'm a very busy person and I have no free time, apparently I have enough to do that. But that right there, that intro is essential to the stream vibes. So, yeehaw, ride 'em cowboy. Yeehaw, ride 'em cowboy. Yeehaw, ride 'em cowboy. Thanks for the cowboy hats. Connor, December B, Jasmine, Yali. What is poppin'? What is poppin'? Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm going to, each month, once every month or 2 months, I'm going to update the clips in that intro. And maybe we can even include some of the Climate Crew or some funny comment sections from the stream. I think that'd be a good idea. All right, let's get into it, all right? Latest from the snow totals. Latest snow totals. Okay, give me 60 seconds. I'm going to go over this. Then I will take your questions. Again, it's going to be a quick stream, 20-minute stream. I got to go celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. $2 super chat from Santino. What up, Connor? What up, Santino? What up? Okay, here we go. Latest from the National Weather Service. Here's your latest totals. And for the mods, you guys can see where you live here. For the mods, where did I say the dry slot was going to be? Okay. I don't think it's going to be that bad, though. HRRR's tripping. I think it's going to be more like this. I think the NAM gets the dry slot correctly. You get a 3 to 4 in there. You get bigger totals out to the west and east. And then let's look at the Canadian short range. I actually kind of like the Canadian short range. Unless I don't. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're 2. Canadian short range has the dry slot in the same area. There it is. Take it to the bank. Cash it. I'm always right. I've never been wrong about anything in my entire life. I've never been wrong about a winter forecast my entire life, ever. Or hurricanes. Everything I've ever said has come true. That's a lie. It's a big lie. But I'm proud of that one. All right, so here we go. Timeline. Let's go to the HRRR to look at the timeline, even though I don't believe how it looks snow-wise. It's high-resolution rapid refresh model, so we're going to actually be able to see the timeline the best on this. Let's get into our 21Z. We're already snowing. It's a little behind, I feel. No, it's about right. All right, so we're already snowing basically in the mountains. Here we go, expanding. When are we getting into outside of the mountains? About here, getting into the foothills. What time is that? Quick math, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. we could have some snow. According to the HRRR, this could be an hour or two off. Moving into Charlotte, moving into northern Georgia, moving into upstate South Carolina. Then we fast forward. We get out towards 10 a.m. Could start to get some heavy snow. Or some light snow moving into Georgia, heavy snow in light snow moving into Atlanta, heavy snow into northern Georgia, heavy snow into upstate South Carolina, light to moderate snow into kind of central South Carolina, and then maybe some heavy snow moving into Charlotte, up towards Statesville, up towards Winston-Salem. Let's take a look at the 18Z, about the same there. All right, let's get to midday. Here we go, getting into midday, where we could have 1 inch an hour, maybe more, I think 1 inch an hour snow through Charlotte, up portions of upstate New York. If you get lucky, the HRRR tries to give a little bit of a heavy band through that Atlanta area. Northeastern Georgia looks really good on the HRRR. The HRRR is doing some weird things up north, though. I don't think this is going to be, the dry slot's going to be that bad, like I said. You get some snow wrapping around here. Okay, what happens now as we get towards the evening time? Here's the evening time. Heaviest snow right now through Charlotte looks to be around 6 p.m. We'll see if that's accurate. And we're snowing heavy out towards the coast, eastern North Carolina. Big snow. Big snow through South Carolina. Still snowing through a lot of Georgia. Up in the mountains. All right, and then as we get into midnight, we're still snowing all the way up here. Heavy snow at the coast. Strongest winds, probably right here. Probably midnight. As we get into midnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning, strong winds. 1 to 2 inch an hour snow right there for maybe an hour or two. And then the system is moving off the coast. All right, I'm going to answer your questions. Quick look at the live radar. Here it is. You can see the snow. It's beginning to move in. Don't worry. I know it doesn't look like much right now. We will see this amplify. Take a look at our radar. This is, what are we on? Our water vapor, mid-level. Is this our water vapor? Yeah, mid-level water vapor loop. All right, so there's our Arctic air moving down. Nice subtropical jet. These bad boys right now you're getting moisture and a little bit of warm enough air up here to produce some of this precipitation. And this is only going to enhance as this Arctic air continue to interact here. This is only going to enhance. Don't worry, we're not going to see nothing here. And all right, let me get into some questions. I don't have a long time, so I want to start answering your guys' questions. Appreciate the follows, appreciate the subs. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Gloucester, Virginia. Gloucester, Virginia. Starting off with one I have never heard of before. Gloucester, Virginia. Where are you? Not showing up. There we are. Okay. Newport News. That's what we're going to call you. Yeah, the latest. Let's look at the latest totals for that area. Let's look at the latest from the National Weather Service. Let's look at the latest. You're like right up here. Okay, but for all intents and purposes, here, we'll take right there. Low end. If you have a terrible day, you get a half inch of snow. You're expected to get 5 inches, and your high end is 9. And I will tell you this right now. The HRRR doesn't see snow through there. I don't believe that, though. Is this the 18Z loaded? Give me a second, guys. Hold up. Why is our 18Z Euro loading early? We'll go to the NAM 3K. I think the NAM 3K handles this better. These models don't want to put any snow up there right now in Eastern Virginia. And so I wonder what model is. Let's take a look at the 12Z here. Yeah, the Euro brings snow much farther up. That's interesting. Our short range models don't want any snow for you. East Coast, coastal North Carolina, coastal Virginia, expect strong winds, potentially decent surge as well. Full moon as we get into Saturday night. As we get into tomorrow night, high tides, lots of surge, lots of ocean being pulled in. Virginia Beach, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about, you guys have a crazy low end and a crazy high end. Your low end is 1 inch, your high end is 15. You're going to get between 1 and 15 inches. Your expected it's 8. I see why they're saying. I know that sounds crazy. Short range models have no snow north of, here, let me show you the screen. Short range models have no snow north of this line. The Euro, though, as it tilts up the coast, puts good snow up along that area. So now you have globals fighting short ranges. Again, there's not really much really much of an argument through a lot of these areas. I mean, you're going to get dry slotted. We know that. We've been talking about that, but the Euro continues to show that area that I've been talking about for a couple days. But so they agree on that. They don't agree on this. They don't agree on Southeastern Virginia.
Hitting at another nor'easter around the race, Mr. GFSIC1 for the February 6th and 7th.
Yeah, it's a good setup for another potential southeastern storm, Ohio Valley storm, northeast storm, big winter storm for the east, somewhere. Ohio Valley, southeast, coastal, moving forward. Appreciate the $2 super chat, Santino. We can look at that in a second. Bristol, Anderson up. Look, wait, Bristol what? Bristol, Tennessee, and Anderson, South Carolina. Bristol, Tennessee, and Anderson, South Carolina. Where you at? Where you at? Winter storm warning. Anderson, South Carolina, and Bristol, Tennessee. Anderson, South Carolina. 2 inches low end, 4 inches expected, 7 inches high end. Where you at, Bristol, Tennessee? Where you at? Oh, wow, really up there. So you guys are getting snow right now, are you not? Probably getting a little snow right now. You guys are right up here, aren't you? Are you like right on the border? I can't even find you on the map. There you are. I think you're actually in Kentucky. I think you're confused. Yeah, you're confused about what state you're in. You're in Kentucky. I'm just kidding. You're probably in both states there, Bristol. Low end 1 inch, expected 3 inches. High end 8 inches. That's the latest from the National Weather Service. Okay. Now we're starting to pick up in here. Oh, I knew it was quiet. I knew it was quiet, guys. Okay. I live in Knoxville. What should I expect? Well, according to the latest, you should expect 4 inches. You could get as low as 2. You could get as high as 6. That's the thoughts. Michaela, I appreciate you. Elizabeth, I appreciate you. Hydration. Rhines. Danae, Marissa, Yali, what's going on? Guys, yeah, again, not going to be a long stream. I'm only going to be streaming about 15 more minutes because got to celebrate mother-in-law's birthday. No libation streams. What's that mean? I don't know if I've ever heard that word before. All right, Cherryville. Cherryville, North Carolina. Listen, I'll tell you all about the Madden Julian oscillation, but I don't know what you mean by no libation stream. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think I've heard that before. That sounds like a drinking word you'd use back in like the 20s. No libation. All right, so Gastonia. Gastonia. All right, low end 3, expected 6 inches. High end 9 inches. 9 inches. That's a lot, right? Do you think the NWS is overdoing? I don't think you're getting 9 inches though. Do you think the NWS is overdoing totals for Raleigh? No, they're assuming. It's really weird because if you look at the low ends, you would say, okay, they're assuming dry slot where the HRRR thinks, right? Look at the low end through here. Same thing. Exact area I circled the last 2 days in a row, and everyone said I was wrong. 60% of you should be banned from the channel for disagreeing with me. Just kidding. Love you all. But then you look at the expected amount, and they don't have any sort. They're not like. So they're saying that's where they're saying it could dry slot, but we don't expect it to. It's very weird that that type of dry slot isn't showing up when you look at their expected amounts or on their high end, just on their low end. So they're thinking maybe we don't get completely dried out in there, which would be nice. I want everyone to get their snow. Is New Jersey getting any snow at all? You'd probably need a high end here. Here's your high end, Atlantic City. 4 to 5 inches. You get snow central to southern, 1 to 5 inches central to southern New Jersey. If you get lucky, it's about a 10% chance of happening. This thing's running just off the coast. Unfortunately, that's what we've been watching for a while. I know. It's annoying. Greensboro, North Carolina. What's the latest? What is the latest? Greensboro, North Carolina. Low end 2 inches. Expected 5 inches. High end 10 inches of fluffy snow. It's going to be good snow. Don't worry about ice. No ice for you guys. No ice for most people unless you're way out towards the coast. Maybe South Carolina coast, southern North Carolina coast. Really no. And even there, it's not expected to be significant ice at all. Low. Let's take a look. Actually, ice forecast. Expect it. Yeah, look, like 0.04. You might not even notice the ice, honestly. 0.01. You might not. Worst ice case scenario, 0.07. You're not even a tenth of an inch. This isn't really going to be any sort of ice issue. Not too much of a mixing issue either. Bath, North Carolina. Charleston, South Carolina. Let's take a look at both of these. Bath, North Carolina. Bath, North Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina. What are you guys near? Jacksonville, Bath, North Carolina? I just looked. Where you're out? You're out here, right? Okay, I'll go back. Fine. You guys are right there. Okay, right in that little inland. Right in that little inlet. And look at Charleston, South Carolina, too. So you guys are up here. There's Bath. We'll take a look. 4 inches low end, 9 inches expected. 14 inches on the high end, but expected 9 inches for Bath. Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah. You guys are expected. Your low end is 1 inch and your expected is 1 inch. Wow, they are very sure. I think your expected is 2 inches, really. Low end 1 inch, expected 2 inches, high end 4 inches. So, Southwestern Virginia. I see some people shouting out some Southwestern Virginia areas. You look all the way out here. If we're really talking like the Southwestern Panhandle, a lot of these areas are low end 1 inch, expected 2 inches, high end 6 inches. Lynchburg, we're talking low end, you get nothing. Expected a dusting to ½ inch. High end, you could end up with 4 inches of snow. Okay, 35 miles south of Knoxville. Let's take a look for you. We'll just assume you're somewhere down here, right? You're somewhere down here. It doesn't really matter where we click. We'll go into here. You're probably even closer. Low end 3 inches, expected 5 inches, high end 7. Let's look at this one. Low end 1 inch. I'd do low end 1 inch, expected 3. High end 6. All right. Let me know if you guys can see this. Wait, let me know if you guys can see this, okay? One second. Ready? Sawyer. Yeah, hi. Yeah, okay. She's banging down the door. Girl, I got a job to do. Jeez. Woman these days. Just kidding. Just kidding. She's not even one yet. I guess I can't blame her. All right. Asheville, North Carolina. Love me some Asheville. Great breweries. Low end 3 inches, expected 4 inches, 7 inches high end. I definitely just messed up my camera. What did I do? Okay, that's fine. I accept that. Hello, Connor. What's going on, Leo? Snow chances have gone up in Atlanta. I think they have. They, in fact, have a tad. Low end, you're still expected to get a trace on the low end. Whoa. Didn't I tell you yesterday I actually thought we'd have more moisture wrap around the back end and your snow totals would be a little higher in Atlanta? Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. They did go up in Atlanta. I actually thought they'd go up more than this. I thought they'd go up more than this. You're expected an inch through Atlanta now. You could get, I think, 2 or 3 inches. So local news outlets are saying for Raleigh are only getting 2 inches here. Educated redneck, you know I told you there was a chance for a dry slot up there, Raleigh Durham. I will say, like I said, until you're really within 12 hours, sometimes even 6 hours, the dry slot can change. I don't think it will. I've been confident in my area for a couple days. But the National Weather Service doesn't agree with your local news. If you want some hope, if you want any hope from me, Jeez, what's going on with my son? He's, guys, 3-year-olds. 3-year-old boys. Pray for me. Love him to death. Pray for me. All right. You know, the National Weather Service still thinks you get 6 to 9 inches. You don't want the dry air to move in. Dry air is so, luckily for you, dry air is ridiculously hard to predict, even as we're moving into the storm. So, hey, we're gonna know soon. We're gonna know soon. We'll probably know by tomorrow morning, 3, 4 in the morning, where the dry slot actually sets up. You have one? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Some nights I wake up and he's just standing in front of me, staring at me. Like creepy stuff. Like little boys are crazy. All right. Hey man, what do you think? You think we could get another cold outbreak in February? I think it is almost all but guaranteed to have a Arctic polar blast. Not 1, not 2, maybe even 3. Lock it in. No, February looks insanely cold. The pattern looks insanely cold. Insanely cold. First half of February, we probably have a nice PNA ridging out west, dry air, above average temperatures. I'm sorry, this has been the worst winter ever for you. Literally the worst winter ever for a lot of you out west, especially in the Rockies. I do think as we get into the 3rd and 4th week, there's a chance you get cold air and some good moisture back into the Rockies. That would also set up the chance for a big snowstorm through the plains and up towards the Midwest. But next couple weeks, I'm expecting chances for snow in Ohio Valley, the Southeast, up and down the East Coast, New England. I'm also expecting you to hit some more daily record lows. I don't make the weather. I just report it. Sorry, guys. Could you please estimate some snow totals for Wilmington, North Carolina? Sure. We can do that. Right now, low end, 2 inches. Expect it. Half a foot, 6 inches. High end, a foot, 12 inches of snow. High Point, North Carolina. Where's that? Just kidding. 2 inches low, 5 inches expected, 9 inches high end. We got to watch the dry air out that far west, too, though. I think it'll actually probably be further east than you. Durham's, I'd have to take the totals down. Well, no, because they have their low end, I think. They have you as 1 inch low end, 7 inches expected, 13 inches high end. I would change it as 1 inch low end, 5 inches expected, 4 inches expected, 13 inches high end. Only because, again, dry air in that area could. I wouldn't change your high end because if the dry air doesn't make it there, Raleigh and Durham are going to do great. It's inevitable. If the dry air doesn't move through that region, you're set up. It's going to be snowing for 24 hours straight if you don't get the dry air. Man, 18. All right. You froze when you went over High Point, North Carolina. Can you do it again, please? High Point, low end 2 inches, expected 5 inches, high end 9 inches. Guys, I love you all. I got to get off stream. I've been on 28 minutes, almost 30 minutes. My family is waiting for me to go celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. I wanted to stream much longer. And you know what? For the outro, let's run the intro. Love y'all. I'll be back doing my long stream tomorrow. 2-3 hour stream tomorrow. Video tomorrow. We're doing a big stream tomorrow. Big stream tomorrow. Long stream. I'll answer all your questions. I'm going to try to get on early in the morning. Although I might be a little bit not feeling the best because I'm going to go have some little beverages tonight. But I'll try to get on, do even a morning stream because that's when we're going to see everything set up. You guys are all amazing. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Peace. Ow. A lot of Twisty Boys. Why did I have to take 45 seconds to show you a picture and say Twisty Boys? Mental disorder.
We look a lot at the moon.
There it is. They look at the moon for our winter forecast. We've had 4 or 5 lunar risk zones this week. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Daddy needs some coffee. See you all.